Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to update monday.com item using AI agent. So as a content manager at a digital marketing agency, I need to manage multiple clients' projects related to blog posts, social media campaigns, as well as slogans. But doing it manually every time is a time-consuming task. Therefore, I have decided to automate this entire process with the help of my AI agent and Pabbly Connect. Now in monday.com, as soon as a new row is going to be added, a new item will be added along with the details of a new title on which I need to generate the content. Automatically my AI agent is going to generate the content for that same title, and also it is going to automatically update the item in monday.com for that same. Now to automate this entire process, I'm not going to use any kind of coding and programming skills. I'm going to build the connection between monday.com and my AI agent, that is OpenAI, with the help of Pabbly Connect. So for your business, if you also want to learn this amazing automation step by step, for that you have to come towards my screen. Welcome to my screen everyone. In this video, we are going to learn step by step how to update monday.com item using AI agent. So I manage the content production pipeline for a digital marketing agency and I am using monday.com. I need to generate contents like blog writing, product descriptions, slogans and much more. And I'm creating record of all the items, the content brief which the client has requested in my monday.com. So here I want that as soon as a new item is going to be added in monday.com in the form of a new row where an item name is going to be added and the content brief which we need to generate is going to be added, then automatically a draft content should be generated on the same content brief which is given and the item name and should be updated in front of that item in my monday.com. Now to automate this entire process, I will have to build a connection between monday.com and my AI agent, and here as an AI agent I am using OpenAI. So how we are going to build that connection? With the help of Pabbly Connect. Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software which helps us to automate all our daily repetitive tasks simply by connecting our work applications. Before moving forward towards learning how to create this automation step by step, let me first of all show you that how it is actually going to work. So as soon as I'm going to add a new item over here in monday.com, a product description and a content brief, then automatically here we'll see that a drafted content will be generated and will be updated over here within seconds. Revolutionary face illuminating serum, and here we have the entire content. Okay, so in this way actually our automation is going to work. Let's start creating this automation step by step. First of all, let me clear all the details which I have in my monday.com so that we can start with fresh. Now to start with the process, you will just simply open new tab in your browser. You will type pabbly.com/connect, which is directly going to take you towards the landing page of Pabbly Connect, where we can find two options, sign in and sign up for free. So in case if you are already an existing user, just click on sign in to log into your account directly. But if you are a new user, you have to click on this sign up for free button. It will help you to create a free new account just in 2 minutes. Also, when you will do that, you're going to receive 100 free tasks every month to explore this amazing software and to test multiple automations. So as an existing user, currently I'm going to click on sign in. This is all apps section where we can find all the products which are offered by Pabbly. To create this automation, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. So let's click on access now over here. It has taken us towards the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. On this dashboard, we can find all the workflows which we have created. And to save the workflows, we can also create separate folders like this. Now to create a new workflow, let's click on this create workflow option. As we have done that, a dialog box has appeared in front of us, which is asking us to provide a name to this workflow. So first of all, let me provide a name over here. Update monday.com item using AI agent. After giving the name to my workflow, now I'm going to select the folder. So you can see I have list of folders over here. Among these folders, the automation which I'm going to create currently is related to AI. So I'm going to select AI automations as my folder. And now I'm going to click on create. As we have done that, you can see that the workflow is created. It is going to take us towards a new screen with a blank workflow. So basically we need to fill up this blank workflow to completely set up our automation. Here we have two extremely important windows, trigger and action. Trigger and actions are the two main concepts, the principles, or we can say these are the building blocks on which the entire automation runs. Here the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. That means the action is the response towards our trigger. So whatever we are going to select in our trigger is going to command the entire workflow, and the actions are going to follow that same command. Therefore, we can have only one trigger in any workflow, but we can add as many action steps as we want. Now, let's suppose here I want that every time a new row will be added, a new item will be added in my monday.com, automatically on the basis of the title and the description of the content a draft content should be generated with the help of my AI agent, that is OpenAI. For that, here I'm going to take monday.com and trigger and OpenAI as my AI agent in my action step. When we are going to build the connection between these applications, then we will see that action is going to follow what the trigger commands, because when the trigger happens, that means when a new item will be added in monday.com along with new content related details, then automatically the content in the draft mode is going to be generated with the help of AI agent for that same item. So after understanding the whole concept of trigger in action, let's start creating this automation step by step. To start with the process, first of all, let's go towards our trigger step and let us select our trigger application over here. So my trigger application will be monday.com. Let's select that quickly. Then we have to select the trigger event. So on the happening of its specific event inside monday.com, you want to capture the response. So here I want that whenever a new item will be added in my board of monday.com, then the response should be captured. So this is my board, as you can see, with the name as content D. When a new item will be added in this board, then I want to capture the response. So here I'm going to select new item in board. Okay, now here we have received a webhook URL and also we have received some instructions. By following the given instructions step by step carefully, we need to insert the webhook URL inside our monday.com, and as we will do that, then the webhook URL is actually going to act as a bridge for transferring the data of every new item which is added in the board of monday.com towards Pabbly Connect. So let's simply copy the webhook URL and then I'm going to show you what you are supposed to do. So first of all, for this I will take you towards my board of monday.com. After coming over here on the board, you can see we have the option of integrate. Let's select that, and here we have to go towards more integration. When we will search for webhook over here we have webhooks. Now we have to select an event over here. So on the happening of which event you want to use webhook, you want to share the response towards Pabbly Connect. So here I want when an item is created, send a webhook. I'm going to use this template and we are going to quickly delete the existing webhook from here. And now in the field of webhook URL, you have to paste the URL which you have copied from Pabbly Connect and you have to click on connect. As you will do that, now it is saying when an item is created, send a webhook. For this, let's click on create automation. And as soon as we have done that, you can see that here our webhook is successfully added. When an item is created, send a webhook. Now we'll take you back towards Pabbly Connect. Here, as our connection is built, we are waiting for the response to be captured. How we have to capture the response? By doing a test submission. To do the test submission, we need to add a new item in our board of monday.com. As we will do that, the response of that item is going to be captured inside Pabbly Connect. So quickly, I'm going to take you towards my board, and over here I'm going to add a new item. Let's say blog on AI tools, and here I'm going to enter the content brief as well. As soon as I've entered item and the content brief, now I'm going to take you back towards Pabbly Connect. The response is automatically captured over here. In the response, we have received multiple details. So let's start reading them. First of all, here we have the user ID, we have the event type, that is create pulse, we have the trigger UID, we have the trigger time, then we have the subscription ID, the pulse name, that means the title, blog on AI tools. Here we have other details as well. But you will see that in the response we have not received other details, other column details of our monday.com board. Here we have not received the content briefs. In order to get all the details over here in the response, we have to use this pulse ID which we have received, event pulse ID. By using it, we are going to generate all other details as well. So for that, once again, we have to build the connection between monday.com and Pabbly Connect. Let's select our action application as monday.com once again, and this time our action event will be to get an item. Let's click on connect, and over here to build the connection between monday.com and Pabbly Connect, we have two options: add new connection and select existing connection. So in case if you already have an existing connection, quickly go with that. I'm going to show you to build a new connection. To create a new connection, first of all, you have to go towards add new connection and you have to enter a token over here. To get the token, the instructions are given. So do not worry, just go towards your monday.com account. And after coming over here, you have to go towards your profile section. After coming on profile section, here we have the option of administration, which we have to select. And over here from the left side, we have the option of connections. After coming on connections, here we have to go towards API. And here this is my personal API token. So I'm going to quickly copy it. In the similar manner, you have to copy and you have to paste it over here like this. We'll click on save, and the connection between monday.com and Pabbly Connect is now built. As the connection is built, let's move forward. Here we have to select the board ID, the name of your board. So here the name of my board is content details. I'm going to select the same. And then here the group ID is already selected. You have to select the item ID. So as I told you that we have already received the item ID in our earlier response, we have to quickly use that ID over here. But instead of entering that ID manually, we are going to map it. So let's turn this mapping button on. Here we have to clear the existing data from here, and we will simply map the event pulse ID which we have received in our earlier response. So this is event pulse ID. Let's insert it directly from the previous step. As we have done that, we have mapped it, and when we map a data like this from the previous step, it becomes dynamic. That means now with each and every new response, it is going to automatically replace. So every time a new item will be added in our monday.com board, then automatically the response will be captured, and as the response will be captured, a new event pulse ID will be generated, which will automatically be mapped over here. Now let's click on save and send test request button. It is showing warning, item ID is required. You can see that I have already mapped the item ID, but it is still showing that it is required. In that case, what we are supposed to do, there is a technical glitch which we are going to rectify quickly. So let's click on refresh fields. As we have done that, here you can see that the item ID is cleared out from here. Once again, we will map it. What we have to map? Event pulse ID. Here we have it. So let's map it now, and we will click on save and send test request button. As we have done that, the details regarding this ID are received. So here first of all we have the name of the first column, then we have the content brief, and then we have the description. Okay, so now we are going to use these details to generate the content, as we will do that with the help of OpenAI. So we'll click on this add action step button, and we will select our action application over here as OpenAI. I am using OpenAI as my AI agent, but if you are using any other AI application as your AI agent, you can also select that over here in your action step. Now we'll select the action application as OpenAI, and I want to generate content with the help of GPT. So here I'm going to select ChatGPT as my action event. Now let's click on connect. To build a connection between OpenAI and Pabbly Connect, here we have two options: add new connection and select existing connection. So in case if you already have an existing connection, you can quickly go with that. But to create a new connection, what you're supposed to do, you will simply click on add new connection. You have to provide a token over here. To get this token, please make sure that you are already logged into your OpenAI account, because then your connection process is going to become simple and easier. So you will directly click on this hyperlink. If you are already logged into your OpenAI account, it will redirect you towards the API key page where you can generate the token and paste that token over here. I already have created an existing connection with my OpenAI account, so currently I'm going to go with that. Let's click on save, and the connection is built. Let's move forward. First of all, we have to select the model by using which we want to generate the content. So here I'm going to generate the content with the help of GPT-4o mini model. If you want, you can also select any other model from here. Then we have to move forward towards the prompt step. Actually, prompt is the very important and the highlight step of this automation workflow. Here we need to provide a command to ChatGPT or to our AI agent in the detailed format that what we actually wanted to do for us. Your prompt should include each and every instruction, each and every detail which you want to be generated in your content, and also the details which you do not want. So exactly how you want the content should look, you have to provide the details about that over here in your prompt. Your prompt should be on point, clear, and well instructed. So in my case here, because I want to generate content related to the items which I have received from monday.com, it could be either product description, it could be a blog, it could be a slogan, a caption for social media post, it could be anything. Okay, because I am a dynamic content creator for multiple clients. Therefore, in that case, my prompt over here will be, so here my prompt is, you are a professional content writer. First of all, I have provided the role which my AI agent needs to perform over here. Based on the following input, generate a compelling and well-written draft for the task. Make it relevant, informative, and aligned with the tone of a digital marketing agency. As my business is digital marketing agency, so here I have given the purpose of generating the content. Then I'm going to provide the title and the brief description. Only return the generated content, do not include any notes, explanation, or greetings. One by one, let me enter the title first of all. Here we have received the title, that is blog on AI tools, the item name. Then we have the description. We have also received that. So I'm going to map the description as well. Here we have it. Why we are mapping the data, as I've already told you, that mapping makes the data dynamic, because we are mapping these details according to new response, according to new item which will be added in monday.com. Automatically these details will get replaced. Now I'm going to click on save and send test request button. And we have received the response. So here we have 5 AI tools marketers should try to elevate their strategies. So here we have the exact content. This is a draft content which is generated. We are going to update it inside our monday.com in front of the item. So here I want to update it in the third column for draft content. Okay, how we are going to do that? For that, let's click on this add action step button once again. Our action application over here this time will be monday.com. Once again, let's select that. And our action event will be search item by column value. First of all, we are going to search the row, search the columns, and on the basis of those details, we are going to then update the column. Let's click on connect. We will go with existing connection only. And to search the column over here, we have to first of all select the board. So I'm going to select my board content details. Then we have the name of the column. So here by using which column you want to search the data. So here I'm going to search the data with the help of this name column. That is the first column, item name. Okay. So I'm going to select the same name column. Then you need to map the value of that column over here. I've already received the value of that column from my previous response, blog on AI tools. So I have mapped that. Then you have to provide the limit. It is a required field. So here I'm going to enter the default value as 1. Now I'm going to click on save and send test request button. As we have received the response, it is giving us the item ID. So by using this item ID, now we are going to update our column. Okay, this column. Now we are going to move forward. We have to once again click on this add action step button. And one last step we have to do. So we have to first of all select our action application once again as monday.com. Then we have to select the action event. This time we are going to update the column finally. So let's select update item column value. Let's click on connect. We will once again go with existing connection only. And here now once again we have to select these details. So first of all we have to select the board name. The name of my board is content details. I have selected that. Now we have to select the group name which is already selected over here with the help of board name. Here we have the group name as well, employee task. Then we have the parent item. So which is the parent item? By using which item you have searched the details in your earlier response. So the parent item over here is item, that is a name column. So here we have to map the ID of that parent item. So we'll simply turn this mapping button on. We'll clear out the given data from here, and you can see that in our last response here we have received the ID. This is the parent item ID which we have to map. Okay, column value item ID. Let's map it. And then here we have to select the column name which we want to update. So this time I want to update this draft content column. I'm going to select the same from my drop down, and we have to provide the value which we want to update. So the value is the generated content which we have received from OpenAI. So I'm going to simply map that value over here, and I will click on save and send test request button. Again there is a technical glitch, so we'll click on OK. We'll simply click on refresh fields once again so that quickly we can rectify the glitch over here. And as the parent ID is cleared out, once again I'm going to map that over here. Done. Simple. Now after mapping the parent ID, we are going to then click on save and send test request button, and the response is captured. So now I'm going to quickly take you towards my board, and over here you can see that without any manual efforts, here we have the content that is drafted over here and updated, and here we have the entire content which is generated by OpenAI. So now every time we are going to add a new item over here in our board of monday.com, automatically the generated content is going to be updated in front of that item. So I hope this automation is clear to you. Also it is helpful for your business. I have just taken the example of updating content as draft in my monday.com board, but in a similar manner, for any of the purpose of your business, you can create this amazing automation in order to update monday.com item using AI agent automatically. So I hope the automation is clear to you. Also it is helpful for your business. Thank you for watching.
Not only these applications, but you can integrate multiple such amazing applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, you can email us at support@pabbly.com. If you want to ask any doubt, you can write us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you want to ask about the pricing, you can visit this website given over here. Do not forget to share our videos, like our video, and also subscribe our channel for more such amazing automations.